Lou, and welcome to another episode of Digital Confetti, where we share with you repurposing strategies so you could spread your content all over the internet, just like digital confetti, so people can find out how amazing you are. So listen, OMG, we have been talking about so much about how to repurpose your content, and I learned something new. And you know that when I learn something new, I absolutely have to share it with you. And there's no other person that I would love to bring onto the show than the one, the only Kelly Noble Mirabella. She's an international speaker, absolutely crushes it every time she's on the stage. She is the most sought after messenger marketing educator, right? The ultimate hype woman. And she's had 11 years of digital marketing experience. She has a flair for fun and all the things. Like, she is one of the most amazing human beings that I am so grateful and blessed to be a part of and have her in my world. And not only that, though, but ladies and gentlemen, she also has this amazing challenge going on right now. It's a 30-day boot camp to build your authority. So if you've ever had questions about Restream and live streaming and how to repurpose your content, please definitely go ahead and check that out. But while you are still here, let's go ahead and bring her on the air because you know she's absolutely amazing. Kelly, how are you, friend?
That was awesome. I just love being on your show. You always make me feel so pumped up.
You know, it's one of those things where you're like, oh my gosh, if this is like the level where I'm at, you know, you want to have other friends that just step up your game too. And you are definitely one of those people where I'm like, Kelly, what you doing over there? Yeah.
That's how I am with you. I was just telling you guys don't know this, but in the green room, I was like basically telling Stephanie why I stalk her and I'm obsessed with her. I'm obsessed with you.
All right. So if you're just tuning in, we are going to be talking about this program called MissingLettr. And it's this powerful AI with just like a single click, it can help you repurpose your content over and over again. And if you're anything like me, where I'm busy juggling multiple things, this is where it's at. And so, Kelly, give us a quick tidbit about what is this about right now?
So MissingLettr is just one of many of the tools I have in my little toolbox when it comes to repurposing and resharing. I find that MissingLettr falls more into the resharing phase, where I think something like a Descript is a repurposing, but they work hand in hand. So with the powers of the tools, including Descript, MissingLettr, and Agorapulse, I'm able to dominate my space, right? So MissingLettr basically takes it could take video content. We'll talk about that, but it really shines with blog content, which PS, you should be creating blogs off your videos. I'm just saying. And it uses artificial intelligence to basically pull all the images, all the quotes, and create social content. And you can do quick pushes, which I'll show you. That are like 2 weeks where you're just like, push it out. And then you can go as long as 12 months, do really nice evergreen where it's kind of just sprinkling it about. And it just makes my life easier as I'm out there repurposing, which, you know, I think, Stephanie, you're so good at this. And this is why I'm like always trying to keep up. But, you know, always have, especially when you have guests on, always having content that's out there, that's tagging, that's dripping, so that, you know, just because your show is over doesn't mean the show is over. We have to continually repurpose that and reuse it so that we get people. I have people, and I know, Stephanie, you're probably the same, that have watched my shows and my videos like years old, because it's still going out and it's still relevant, because we're creating, you know, yes, we create timely stuff that maybe is the push, but then we create all this evergreen, which is that evergreen push. So a nice mix. Yes. So MissingLettr helps with that.
How you like that? That's for sure. Okay. So here's the thing too, is that you and I were speaking in the green room because we obviously work with a lot of brands, and we were just talking about how when we're creating content, even when you're sponsoring a show, right? You're sponsoring a show, but you're also getting along with you all of the content, all of the content that we're creating. So that's absolutely amazing. I could hear myself on your end. I don't know if your speakers are on, but I could totally hear myself.
Oh, no.
No, you're good. I'll let you handle that. While you are doing that, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to give a shout out to the crew that is here. So if you're just tuning in, go ahead and leave a comment. Let us know where you're tuning in from. I'm here in beautiful sunny San Diego. And my girl, Kelly, she's a little bit up north, Santa Clarita, I think, Santa Clara. I believe that's where she is. So definitely go ahead and check her out. I want to give a shout out to the crew that is here. Ah, Mike Alton, what? You're here. I didn't know that, friend. Absolutely amazing. Super happy to have you here. Cool. All right. Savvy Turtle is saying, good deal. Evergreen. Directly are my fave. Can't stay. Oh, but Savvy Turtle wanted to say what's up. Thanks, boo. Nice to have you here. We've got folks tuning in from Colorado and all the different things. The homegirl, Kelly Noble Mirabella, is working on that echo. So thank you, crew, for coming through and talking about that, all right? So what we're talking about is MissingLettr. And this was one of those things where I was like, hold up, what is this? And when I was talking, not only to Kelly, but my other digital marketing friends, they were saying, Stephanie, as soon as you put like a blog post in there, right? As soon as you put a blog post in there, it's going to create this evergreen content for you. It'll repurpose it. And Kelly will correct me later as far as like, does it give you actual copy? Because that's like sometimes the things that I struggle with is like, how do I reshare this again without saying the same thing over and over again, right? So that's going to be amazing to do. And if you haven't already seen this already, here, let me go ahead and throw this on the screen for you. It's MissingLettr. It's 50% off the first 3 months. Kelly came through with her own like referral link, so we're all good to go. Kelly, you good to go? I'm looking at you in the green room. Do you want to give me a thumbs up if you're cool? I think she's still thinking through it. Let me see. Are you good?
I think so.
Oh, you are. Okay.
Is that?
Yeah, 1 second. It's coming through on my end now.
I had to run around because I just reorganized my office. I had to run around and find my headphones. I'm like, where are they? Hopefully that.
No, you are all good. So here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my share screen off, and then I'm going to put you on the screen with your green. I'm sorry. Go ahead and share your screen.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I got excited. Okay. Woo!
All right, I'm going to take me off, and then I'll let you go because I have to fix my sound.
All right, cool. So welcome to MissingLettr. And I use this along with my blog. So that's the main way that I'm using this. And basically you come in here and you go to campaigns. There we go. Come on, not Curate. I don't like the Curate, by the way. It's not very good. Okay, so here are my current campaigns. These are my drafts. These are my actives. Stephanie made me make my screen super big, so it's looking different for me. But these are my drafts, these are my actives, and these are my completed. So you basically will go into your settings and you can add an RSS feed right down here, content source, and you can add multiple RSS feeds. And these could be your YouTube channel RSS feeds as well. But like I mentioned, it works best with blogs because it's pulling the content. So you can use your YouTube, but it's only going to pull the video in, and then you'll have to fill out. So there's a little bit more manual labor for those. So I brought in my Medium this morning. Usually I just use my blog from Seller Media Marketing, but I brought it in this morning so I could show you my drafts and how I move through this process. We're going to go back to campaigns, and you have this dashboard. Come on. Getting excited. We have our drafts are active. These are active things that are actually happening. So you can go through and really easily see where you are in that process. So like this one, offering chatbot services, here are 4 pricing strategies. This one just started. So I think only one thing has gone out. It's going to go for a full year. And I could see how far it's gotten. Whereas this one has started 6 months ago, 6 months, 2 weeks ago, and you can see how it's doing, how many clicks it's gotten. And then these are the completed.
Okay, wait,
yeah.
hold on. So it actually shows you the performance of it too. So you could see like,
yeah,
hey, I'm
and
actually getting clicks on it, so still keep pushing it out.
I can even go in here and see like what days did it perform the best and all that good stuff. And there's like even more analytics too down over here. So I'm a big fan of I like to geek out on this stuff. I want to see what's working, what type of content is resonating with my audience so that I can make more of that content, right? So you can see here like a big one was Shopify integration with ManyChat. Well, I'll probably go and create more content about that. It'll also tell me which feeds are performing the best. And with Twitter, I'm getting 84% clicks on Twitter. So Twitter is performing the best with these campaigns for
Twitter
me.
is where it's at. I'm the same exact way. Whenever I am promoting like the videos from Descript, like obviously you know it because I'm always tagging you
I know.
off of like all the previous other
So good.
shows that are happening. And it's so sick to see that like even in my Google Analytics, it's coming from Twitter, but it's coming because I'm repurposing it. So I love that you have this. That's so cool.
Yes. So I'm going to show you, you can create any campaign. So if you have a new blog that maybe isn't part of your RSS feed or a new content piece, you can create a new campaign. But I'm going to show you based off of one I have. And the one I actually wanted to show you, I'm trying to find it because I had it in here. I think it's this one right here, 6 lessons to grow your YouTube channel. So we're going to click on that. And basically, we're going to go over here. We're going to say, what kind of blast do we want? There's a 2-week blast, a 2-week light. So 2-week blast is like, let's push it heavy. You know, we're doing a campaign. 2-week light is just a sprinkling. 2-month blast, a 6-month evergreen, and a 12-month evergreen. So there's a little bit of something for all types of content. For this one, because it's, you know, your YouTube channel 2022, and I think it already went out once. So I'm just going to do 2-month blast. I can see when it was first published on my blog, and then we can go through and it's going to generate a whole mess of these hashtags. Now you can delete them all. You can add them. You can go in and say, you know, I don't want this one. I don't want this one.
Wait, these are like suggested hashtags?
These are suggested. These are already added, but they're suggested. So I can go and you can see how they're ranking, how well they're doing. So, you know, I'd go in here and I can add my own, all that good stuff. It's funny that they're gain 5,000. We'll keep that one. I like that one.
Are these suggested hashtags just across all platforms? It's not like platform specific?
Yes. So they recommend 1 to 3, which I would as well, especially if you're on like LinkedIn or Facebook. They work. I don't care what anybody says. Hashtags work on those profiles, especially LinkedIn. That's the sleeper, right? So
LinkedIn, you know, shh, don't tell them about LinkedIn. No, I'm just kidding. No, honestly, LinkedIn, that's where it's at.
It is.
I mean, you and I, we talk a lot about like brand deals and sponsorships and affiliates, and that's honestly where people are finding me. So if you're not putting your content out on LinkedIn, you're sleeping on that. Like, what are you even doing?
Exactly. Now, if you look at my media, you could see it was what was automatically pulled from my blog. This is another reason why the blog is the gold standard with this tool, because it's going to pull any graphic I have. Plus, this is so cool. Get this. I can add media. I can upload different media if I want to custom create. I can use Unsplash to use stock media, or I know you're going to appreciate this, Stephanie.
Yes, go.
I am able to create I have my own GIFs. They don't have to be your GIFs, but you can see I can add GIFs. So now GIFs are a part of my whole thing, which I love.
Okay, stop.
Okay,
I'm like, you got to let that breathe for a second, because that is like ultimate gold standard right there. So for those of you that have been watching Digital Confetti, I've always told you that there are so many creative ways that you can repurpose your content, right? And GIFs are one of those things.
Yes.
Now I could have Kelly come back on the show to talk about like how her Giphy account is getting millions and millions of impressions. Like,
it is.
Random people come up and they're just like, I've seen this before, right? And so that's an opportunity for you guys to crush this and brand your own content. All right, cool. Go on.
All right. So I know I love Giphy. I'm so obsessed with it. So then you have your quotes. Now you can add quotes, you can search quotes, you can edit quotes. So it's pulling this from my blog. Again, this is another benefit of doing it with the blog. If you didn't have the blog and you were putting in your YouTube video or your live stream RSS feed, it wouldn't have this because it's not able to pull. There's no transcript there, right? So it's not transcripting your content, which would be amazing, wouldn't it? Hello, MissingLettr. That would be amazing.
It's like, y'all need to like Descript and MissingLettr have like a baby.
Right. Can we do a marriage of sorts? So I can go in here and I could say, I could, look at all of my little things like this one. I don't care about, we don't want to use the quote that's my disclaimer for affiliate links, like that is gone. And then I can also say, let's just say, I want to share I can edit them basically, right? So I could go through, I
What?
can add more
So
if
you
I
can
want
make it into
more.
your own voice.
Yeah. So
Wait, hold up. Are you saying you put in your RSS feed in here and then
let's just
all of
do
this
this.
copy,
This
missing
is all
letter had already
automatic. Yeah, this was
shut
already
up.
here. I didn't do any of this. Yeah, this was just pulled.
Okay, P.S. by
Right?
the way, we got Benjamin Dell in the house from Missing Letter. He's like, I just stumbled on this. Ben, welcome to the show. Welcome to
No,
Digital
Ben,
Confetti.
did you hear what we said? Because we would love a Missing Letter Descript Love Fest. Like, could we? Because we want to use our YouTube videos. Maybe Ben can tell us there's a secret we don't know. We want our
I know,
YouTube,
Ben.
because I actually connected my YouTube, my Baby Got Bought YouTube RSS feed yesterday, and it took, but it wouldn't bring in like this magic. And I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, if you connect with Descript, I'm doing my, that's part of our process, right? I'm just saying.
That's right. Welcome,
Love it.
Ben. Hit him
Love
with
it.
that Ben. All right, cool.
Welcome to the
You
party.
guys,
All
I
right,
know.
so we're happy with this. Everything, we're loving this. We could go down here. We could say, which social networks do we want it on? Currently, I have it selected to my Twitter, my personal, and my business LinkedIn, and a Facebook page. I can add more if I want, or I could say, you know, for this particular one, I don't want to put it on my Facebook page. So I'll just remove the Facebook page. That's it. Okay, everybody else, we're solid. We'll just remove the Facebook page. There.
Hey, real quick, because I know that you're like in presenter mode. Ben just said, watch this space. Next week, we might be launching a special YouTube integration.
What? This would make my world. Like, you don't even know. I am.
And you would legit have a dedicated live stream with this energy coming
Ben,
through.
call me. We'll do a brand deal. Like, call me. Because
Yes.
my YouTube channel, my audience wants that. Okay, yo.
Bring it. All right, go girl.
This is exciting, Ben. At Stellar 24/7. I'm just saying. All right, so we're going to build this campaign. We're ready. We love it. Boom. All right, not enough quotes selected. Ah, man. Okay, cool. Because it's a 1-year thing or a 2-month blast. They're like throwing it out there. So that's cool. This is what I have learned. Cool. I like that. If you stick with it, you'll improve. Maybe you're looking to get, okay. I feel like we're just going to select some because I'm happy with like everything. Build this campaign. Come on, missing. Perfect. Okay, now here's the deal. I can be like, cool, whatever. By the way, your VA can do this. This is something your virtual assistant can do if you don't want to do it.
I love about that. Yep.
I knew you'd like that. So you can have other people, and you can also add different like companies to your account and stuff. So you can have like, if you manage clients, you can have different clients on their own folders and their own feeds, which is what I used to do when I was managing clients. And I can also republish this to Medium. In this case,
like pause.
Oh, did you not?
No. Because we're talking so fast. Someone was like,
know.
oh my God, they're speaking so fast. So
I know. I'm sorry. I get excited.
I know. For my auditory learners, this is basically what we're saying is that Missing Letter is one of the best ways to reshare your content if you are actively repurposing your content, especially if you are creating blog posts. So if you've been following Digital Confetti, we've talked about Descript, taking your video, downloading it directly from RESTREAM, putting it into Descript, transcribing it into a blog post. Now, even in RESTREAM, right, Kelly, you have the opportunity to download the audio files. Yes. It makes making audiograms, boom, money, okay? And then, now that you have all this amazing content that you're creating, this is why I was like, Kelly, you got to be here to talk about Missing Letter. So I'm slowing this down for the crew that have just discovering us, because Ben, I don't know how he found us, but thank you, Ben. So that's what we're talking about.
It might be because I tagged the crap out of them.
Oh, awesome. And so this is the opportunity where we're telling you, if you're even just like, I don't know what to write, I don't know what to say, there's the artificial intelligence that's already crafting the copy for you. For you busy content creators, because you're so amazing and awesome at live streaming, right? If you have a VA, remember, we've had Nathan Hirsch on the show from the Outsource School to talk about how a VA can help you grow your channel.
Yes.
Teach them this. Teach them this, right?
Yeah.
Teach them this.
Because it's easy.
Then you now have, cool. All right, girl, carry on.
Now, remember, this is I think we're doing a 2-month heavy push, right? So 60 days. This is going to tell me day 1, these profiles, I can really skip through each day and see what's going to be posted. If you're a control freak like me, this is like a godsend. But not only that, let's say I get to like day this one here and I'm like, ooh, I don't really want this image in this day. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on these little dots and I can actually change the image here. I'd be like, you rock. Yeah, you do. Or, you know, whatever. Or I can upload one that I'm like, you know, would be perfect with this. And I can click upload and again, upload or add a GIF or what have you. I can also say, well, instead of this, I want to do a quote bubble. I'm just going to do a quote bubble. Or I can change.
Pause.
Yeah.
I liked the quote bubble because when
Yeah.
I was just getting my feet wet with all of this stuff, and then it asks you what style do you like, what your
Yes.
brand colors are. And I was
Yeah.
like, thank you for not having me go to like another platform to figure out, oh, how am I going to design things? I really liked that quote graphic. That was so cool.
Yeah, let's see if I can find it real quick. Ooh, you don't want to see that. There's actually a place where you can go. I think it's under your settings. I just did this yesterday. So like your branding, you can do different themes. These are my themes that I'm using right now, but you can do your own themes. You can browse available themes. You can customize them. You can also upload your own custom fonts. You can obviously add your own image for your headshot so that, you know, it looks like it's coming from you, which it should be. So there's a lot of flexibility here on how you want this to look. And it can be very branded to you. It doesn't have to be the generic, like this is the generic one that you probably see the most with MissingLettr.
And so you were saying, even if you're a social media agency or a consultant and you have multiple clients, it looks like in that you had a theme library. So you could choose different ones you want to roll out for your clients.
Exactly. And you see I'm customizing it. So yeah, so I can customize like this, the background image. I can customize the color. So it could be very on brand for me. And then I can also change up the speech bubble color, again, making it more on brand for me. And the optimacy, I could make the quote box different. I can make the font different. I can change up the author information, the brand information. This is the brand information down here. So you have a lot that you can do just to customize these bubbles. So I just wanted to show you that.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So it's pretty sweet.
Okay, so you're creating this campaign. You've changed the image from the Giphy that you wanted into the quote. Cool.
Yeah.
What next?
So I have full control. I could change the quotes. I can change, look at it already updated. Did you notice that? The pink updated, it went a little brighter because I edited it in the other thing. That's how quick this works.
Seamless.
Yeah, it's seamless. So I could change up anything. I could delete. I'd be like, I don't really want this one. I'll delete it. Or I can click on here and I can actually type and like change it. Right. So there's a lot of flexibility here. It's not just set in stone. And then once I'm happy with this, see, we just scroll through. I like, looks good, looks good. Then I'm going to go here and I'm going to say, yep, those are the places. Yes, we're doing the 6 month. Do I want to republish it to Medium? I don't. Do I want some send reminder to myself? I don't need any more reminders. Do I want to start the date differently than just today? Because if you're in here like loading it all up, you don't want everything to start today, right?
Yeah.
So I'll mix this up. Or now,
can it shuffle it? Kind of just like, like on Tailwind.
I don't know if it can shuffle it, to be honest, because I always just run it by my RSS feed. So it's already essentially shuffled. But if I find that I'm doing a lot in a row, I just do it this way. I honestly don't know if it can be shuffled. Maybe if our friend Ben is in the chat still, he can tell us.
I know. I was like, where's Ben at?
But for instance, right now I'm doing a really strong push with the Content Marketing Power Up. So I already have a ton of content going out. So maybe I want to move this to May. I'm like, okay, let's just start this.
Because Kelly is on a different tab, so she doesn't see what I see when I'm putting up the comments. So Ben actually did came through. He said, hey, gotta shoot, but let's connect next week regarding the YouTube integration. Would be great to get you guys onto it for everyone else. Yes.
Love it. That's awesome. So cool. I love it. I can also do an optional stop date. So for instance, this is titled like 2021, right? So anything with 2021, I don't want that to leak over. So let's say I wanted to do the 6 or the 1 year, but I don't want it to go past December because it's going to go into 2022 and people are like, this is old. Then what I would do is I would stop it whenever I wanted it to stop. So I have full control on when this campaign can stop as well. And then, yes, I confirm this is my content. This is for your content, not if you are like on other blogs. And the reason is because it's quoting you, right? Are you guys ready? Are we happy? Do we love
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah.
Let's launch it. Got it.
I'm
I
like
reviewed
looking.
everything. It's launching, maybe launching. Have you reviewed all the posts? Yes. They want me to review everything. This is what happens when you're live. Okay, yes.
That's so cool.
Over and over and over again. All right, so it probably wants me to do this because I'm messing with it. Don't and launch. Okay, so there it goes. So now it's launching the campaign. It's optimizing the media, tracking the URLs, 15 approved posts to schedule. You're all set. Back to my dashboard. And so now, yay! Yeah. And now you'll see there it is. It's queuing and it's in my active. So I have active and I have completed over here.
Okay, this is insane.
Yeah.
Like, okay, hold up.
And I also can go to my calendar here too.
Because here's what I'm thinking is that having been in the social media agency world for so long, right? We're always, yeah, we have to like create the content for our clients and reword certain things and then get it approved and all that other stuff. And even now when I'm having a virtual assistant, I want this.
Yes.
Like, I really want this because I'm like, just seeing you do that. And it probably took you a little bit longer because you were explaining it to us.
Yeah.
But damn.
Yeah,
I am so mad at you right now. I'm like, how long have you known about this?
Well, I've known about it so long that I actually bought a lifetime plan on AppSumo probably, oh gosh, this was at least 4 or 5 years ago when I was in my AppSumo addiction phase.
I am so mad at you right now.
I'm a recovering addict of AppSumo, but this was one of the things that I still use to this day. So yes, love it.
No, this is game changer. I'm like,
and everybody that wants to try this, by the way, you can get, what did we say, 50% off your first 3 months.
Yeah, the first 3 months. And I love how this lines up so well with Digital Confetti because we've been talking, like I said, we've talked about Descript turning into blog posts. We've talked about using Giphy, creating GIFs, right? We've talked about audiograms. We even talked about like how to repurpose your content for IGTV.
Yes.
And like, this is legit so freaking cool. And I love the fact that like, we now just heard that there's going to be a YouTube.
I know. I cannot tell you how excited I am about that. This is like legit made my world. I'm super pumped. Super.
Yes. So if you guys are just tuning in, we're talking about MissingLettr, which is this powerful artificial intelligence that will help you reshare your content. Honestly, if you are repurposing and doing all the different things, we just watched Kelly, and Kelly, it was probably like 5 minutes, boom, and you nailed it.
I know.
And how long was that campaign? 6 months?
That was a 6-month campaign, I believe. Yeah.
See, that's crazy because usually when I do it, I'm into like a publishing queue and I'm like, here's that one tweet that I want to go out for unlimited time, right? You've seen it because I've had you on the show.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Copy.
Yes.
So
and
now
I do that in Agorapulse, which is really handy when I'm, because I use Agorapulse for other things. Obviously, we're creating so much content, use all the tools. But this is, the difference is in this one, it's reimagining that. So it's not always the same copy going out.
Yeah, no, that is so cool. I love it. All right. So you showed like, what are some other things? So the one that you just showed us, was that the drip campaign?
That's the drip campaign. Yep. Okay. So there are other things like that's the main thing I use. That's really the core of this product and why I ended up buying it. But they have this thing called Curate. Now I will warn you, I don't use Curate, so I can't teach you a whole lot about it. And the reason I don't use it is because it's brand new. And so there's not a lot of content, but it is handy for content creators who create evergreen. Because here's what it is. Basically, I can submit my content and anybody can submit their content for other people to use. So all those posts that we just created, other people can add it to their queues now. The reason I've added my content. Yeah. So I've added my content for other people to use because it's going to, empower the masses to spread the word about me. But I haven't found personally a whole lot of topics for me because it's so new that other people don't realize that this is a thing. So whether you're using it to find content to share, because I used to be a social media manager, and that was one of the hardest things, right? Always finding content to curate for your clients, because you can't, some clients just don't give you anything to make custom. So we have to like find other sources. So it allows you to do that.
So what I'm going to say is that when I first saw this, Kelly, it reminded me very much of like Tailwind tribes, because there's tribes that I'm a part of on Tailwind, and I'd be like, hey, this is the live streaming tribe, and I would pull their content too, because sharing is caring. And so how in depth is this curation tool? I know you don't use it as much, but what do you know so far?
So as you can see here, they have it organized into different tags and stuff, and you would categorize your content if you're adding it. And then you can just come in here and see, obviously there's nothing here, but you could see that there's content that can be taken and added to your queue. So I think the idea is fantastic. I've used other tools like this, and it's really handy. I think that for me as a content creator, the power is adding my stuff to this so that other people. Now, this is brand new. I mean, they just launched this last month. So as this continues to grow, I think the content creators who are putting their content in it now are the ones who are going to come up on top. So I would get in on it early from that perspective.
Yeah.
So like, here's the one I added.
Like, you always drop like these value bombs, and then you speak passing. I'm like, that is very true. Because if this is something new that they've just pushed out, this is your opportunity to dominate that particular category, because not a lot of people are spending time to create those assets. And if you're using something like Easel, right, then this gives you an opportunity to create the fancy ones, or you could use the whatever theme library that she was already sharing with us. So that's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is the one that I added, for instance. I just added it, and you can see it's already been shared by 4 different people. Again, this is a new platform, so there's not a lot of people that know about it, but people are already sharing and there's 16 scheduled. So other, it's scheduled in people's queues. These aren't my scheduled. This is other people that I don't know sharing my content.
Okay. That is so cool. Now my brain is like, is there analytics for this too? Because then I would love to go back to a brand partner and say, like, because this content, the show that I created for you was so bomb, not only am I resharing and repurposing this content, but it's captured the attention of other content creators who have now like subscribed to my content creation. That's cool.
Yeah. So I can tell who's sharing, and then I can see who clicks. So that's what the main pieces are. I'm not sure if it shows up in the analytics. My guess is after the campaign is done, because that's usually when these things pop in, it will start showing up here, but I'm not really sure. Because again, this is such a new tool that I think they're still building it out as well. Yeah. But you do get, go back to mine. You do get the analytics of how many people have shared it, how many clicks. And then once it's done, you'll be able to see the total and everything. So
my mind is like racing right now as far as like my media kit, right?
I know, right?
Because you and I, we're content creators and whatnot, and we talk about our media kits, knowing our audience, our demographics. And for those of you that are looking to get sponsored, this is a great way to share, like, just to talk about, I do a show, but this is also my content distribution strategy. So if you could put in there, this is like for you and me to remember, right? We're going to add a new slide to just be like, and this is how our network is also sharing our content.
Oh, I like that.
Because you come to the table already with your fancy gear, your graphics, your RESTREAM, right? You have your analytics that RESTREAM gives you to know where your audience is and all the fancy things. And then you have like this built-in content distribution. That to me, if I was a marketing manager, influencer, I'd be like, hold up, I need you on my team, because you're going to make my job so much easier.
Yeah, exactly. I also wanted to show you really quickly, by the way, I'm going to do that, that you can add, here's where you can add your teammates, team member. There's also, and I don't know exactly where it is, but there's a workplaces. You can add workplaces. So this is what I was talking about when I was saying you can add more than one. So if I have a client that I'm doing content for, client X, oops. they can have their own workplace and then their own campaign. So if we go into client X, you can see there's nothing in their campaigns because we haven't started them up yet, but they can have their own RSS feeds, their own curated content, their own everything.
I'm digging that because we consistently push out a new video every Monday for a client. And so this whole YouTube integration is still in my brain where I'm like,
I know.
Hold up.
Huge. It's huge. So I always have things going out between what we're just like you, between what we're doing with Descript, between this tool and Agorapulse. Like there's my content calendar is bananas. And
Yeah.
it's because I just create like one video a week. That's like all this from one video a week.
That is so cool. Okay, so we've talked about drip campaigns. We've talked about theme libraries. Maladen just showed up. He's like, what did I miss? OMG.
Everything.
Almost everything. We're talking about MissingLettr, which is this amazing, powerful platform that uses artificial intelligence to help you reshare your content. And when I say that, what Kelly has taught us is that MissingLettr will go ahead and craft the copy for you, push it out to the platforms that you want, give you analytics to let you know where your content is actually driving clicks and engagement and really resonating with your audience. And not only that, but they're giving you a community who says, I'm looking for awesome content to share. Can I curate your content? So get in there. Oh my God, Maladen, there is so much for you.
So much. So much. The other thing that's cool that I didn't mention, you'll see these little icons.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might have seen like, oh, this worked. This one did really well. Maybe I want to, do something else here, or maybe I want to put it all in Agorapulse or whatever. I can actually download all the assets for that were a part of that campaign. So there's my media assets.
All of the posts that you put out, they're like, oh, and PS, by the way, here's the assets. So just here it is.
It's just the images. So all of the images that were used, which I don't think you could see my screen anymore, but I downloaded it and it opened up and it was all of the images that were used. So if I want to repurpose those, I know. So if I want to use those images in my blog, so I could go back and put them in my blog because, they create those other images. I can do that. So it's just creating more stuff for me to maybe refresh my blog and then relaunch or, whatever. There's just so many cool things because I really like those little quote things too.
I love the quote things because even in a previous episode of Digital Confetti, we're talking about click to tweet. You guys just heard Kelly and I talking about how Twitter is still a thing, right? Yeah. When you push content out there. And so God, Kelly, this is so cool. I'm so mad at you.
I'm sorry.
But you could download the creative and then in your blog post, you could do what I do. I actually have a little button that says click to tweet. And so when people are reading the blog post or the show notes, as I like to call them, they're like, wow, that was a value bomb right there. They just click the button and it tags not only you, but your guest, includes your hashtag. And then now the creative asset that MissingLettr is giving you. Okay, cool. What is this? What are we looking at?
Okay, so what you're looking at right now is my analytics dashboard. And okay, stop. So this is like total clicks, social clicks by social profile. And then these are the profiles I'm using. So Twitter obviously is killing it for me. These are my top campaigns. So I know, create more of that. These are where my audience is coming from. Again, this is great for that content distribution media kit. A large portion, 51% are, wow, how interesting. 38% from France. Isn't that interesting? So that's very interesting to me. So I could
translation to this.
Yeah. I mean, come on, like 38%. I'm actually really surprised it's French, but browser capabilities, operating systems. This is very telling. That get this best time of day based off all this content that we're putting out. This is when my content is killing it. 10 p.m. Look at that. 1 p.m. Yeah. These are the spikes. I would not have thought 10 p.m. I would not have thought 6 a.m. I would not have thought 1 a.m.
I would imagine that's in your time zone too, right?
Yeah, these are all my time zone.
Okay. Cool.
So because they're putting it out at all these different times and they're tracking when people are clicking. This is when people are clicking, right? Not just when your content goes out. So It's telling you all the things. Hashtag all the things. That's our thing right now.
That is very true. What else would you want to share about the analytics? Okay, so here's what, again, Consider me your live video strategist, everyone that's watching, right? Because we've been talking about media kits, distribution, sponsors. Hello, wake up. We've also talked about social media agencies, strategists, virtual assistants. We've covered the whole plethora of everything that goes into live streaming. Someone, Kelly, had mentioned, they're all like, I'm new to Restream. And I was like, let me show you everything that you can do with live streaming. So I love the analytics. I love that you could have drip campaigns and you could share it with your clients, right? And be like, we did this thing. We did that
Happening.
YouTube video and it's being pushed out. You have your scheduled content. You could choose how long you want it to go out there. Event organizers, pay attention, right? Because this would be really cool if you could invite your speakers to have this too. God, can you imagine that, Kelly?
Yeah, exactly. I've actually done that with collaboration blogs, and then I'll be able to use their quotes and stuff, which is kind of cool. I just wanted to show you, now we're kind of skipping around, but this is so I can always see what's happening. And as I mentioned before, like, because we're doing the content marketing power up, April is not happening. I just like moved everything. Which we talked about. If you guys are late, we talked about that when I was scheduling that last post out. But you could see in May, this is what's happening. Now, this is just what's happening in MissingLettr. If you saw my stuff in Agora Pulse, it's even more bananas. So there's always just like massive content going out all the time.
That is so sick.
There's no scarcity.
So if you're just tuning in, we're talking about MissingLettr. Before we go on, we have to give a quick shout out to our amazing sponsor, Restream, for supporting Digital Confetti, because we are live everywhere. Yeah, Restream. We've got the Restream fam. We've got folks from Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, all in the house. What?
All the things.
All the things. Good. So if you haven't heard what Restream is, let me see if I still have it. Do I still have it? I think this is it. Let's see it. All right. So, OMG, man, this has been a ton of fun and we've still got more. If you haven't been checking out Restream, go ahead and head on over to Restream at Hey Stephanie, because that gives you the opportunity to build your platform across so many different social media channels. Man, Kelly, we've dived into like analytics and media kits, but I'm telling you, if you're just getting started with live streaming, we take you like to the next level. And not only that though, but girl, I want to give you a hot second to talk about your content marketing power up, because you're doing some kick-ass things. So can you go ahead and share that too?
Yes. Oh gosh, I'm so excited because we're wrapping up week 1. We're rolling into week 2. It is not too late to join. The Content Marketing Power Up was a brainchild I had during Vlogmas. For those of you who don't know, Vlogmas is video every day in December. And I decided, it's cool to do a video every day, but if you really want to level up, you need to learn things. And so my girl, Evie Hyman, and I decided to team up and create this powerhouse training. It's a month long. We're bringing in experts. We had Stephanie on 2 days ago, right?
Yes.
And we had Doc Rockin teaching us eCamp. My mind was blown. Evie was on yesterday dropping the Restream bombs. It was awesome. So this week we did all things live video. Next week, it's all things recorded video. We are going to be talking TubeBuddy. We're going to be talking how Evie and I have monetized our channels, and we have very different size channels, and we have different approaches to how we make money on our channels. You're going to learn all of our insider secrets on how to best create YouTube. Live video has my heart, but YouTube is where I make my money. So I am excited to share with you. Actually, I make money on Livestream too. Let's not mess around. But I'm excited to share with you week 2. Week 3 is all about repurposing your content and creating your marketing. And we have Mike Alton coming on during week 3, as well as Jennifer Weather with Agorapulse. She's going to be on. And then in the final week, Evie and I are going to take you all that we learned, and we're going to streamline it for you so that you have a plan. So it's all about getting the glow up, going from not just if you want to do Veda, which is video every day or vlog every day in April, you can, it complements it, but you don't have to. Also, it's sponsored by RESTREAM, Ecamm, Agorapulse, TubeBuddy. We've got iographer stuff we're giving away. We give away a prize almost every day. It's a lot of fun. And did I mention it's 100% free? So come join us. Come join us. thecontentmarketingpowerup.com, or go to the link that is down below.
That's right. And I just dropped it in the comments for everyone because, again, ReStream makes it so easy. I could just type it in the comments and then boop, it goes everywhere. So yay! All right. So if you're just tuning in, we have been talking about MissingLettr and all the things of like why I'm mad at Kelly.
I'm sorry. You keep secrets from me too. And I'm like, what?
I know. So, hey, if you're loving everything that you've heard so far, this is Digital Confetti. This is where we teach you how to repurpose your content and sprinkle it all across the internet so that way people can find out how amazing you are, like you. And you get to meet amazing people just like Kelly, who I absolutely love and adore. So if you're tuning in, we have been talking about MissingLettr. We've talked about the RSS feed, game changer, done. I'm already doing that.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to create these campaigns because the AI is going to draft the copy for me. I'm going to take a look at the analytics. I'm going to import clients over there. Shut up. And then let's talk about this affiliate program because you and I as we mentioned before, like we work with affiliates, and sometimes companies are very, very organized as far as like, hey, these are the promotions that are coming up. Here are the assets. And you showed me a little behind the scenes of how organized MissingLettr was. And I was like,
so good.
What?
Oh, I was like, no, wait.
Yeah, wait. And real quick, I want to give a shout out to Kevin Lyons, who is tuning into the show. He's the host of the event stream, which is all about live streaming bigger, larger events. And Kelly, he was saying, yes, saturate speakers and clients with communication and the ability to evangelize your event. So like we just had an event on Wednesday, live and in color. And had we had this tool, we could have been like promoting it over and over and over again. So if you're a remote live video producer, which you and I were talking about before, if you're a remote live video producer, you have this in your wheelhouse, you're coming to the table, you're pitching clients, and you're like, not only can I produce your event, but I can promote your event. Damn, that is so good.
Yes.
So good.
There was a question about Instagram here. Has it been used for Instagram? It's not. MissingLettr doesn't work with Instagram, but I'm going to give you the insider trick, right? Because we mentioned we got all these tools at our disposal. We talked about how you can download all those assets from your campaign. When you're done setting everything up, download the assets, head on over to Agorapulse and upload them as your Instagram. Boom.
This whole
I have a lot of black magic that I could sprinkle on this. I just don't want to overwhelm people.
This is going to be one epic blog recap. The show notes is going to be off the chain.
Yeah.
Like my VAs are already like, what the what?
Dude, right, cool. if you had another hour, I would tell you another tool that would complement that whole thing. We'll do it another time.
We'll bring you back to the show. How about we do that? Okay, so what else do you want to?
Let's talk about the dashboard because we teased it. We might as well talk about it. All right. Can you see my screen again?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. So one of the things that I love about, we were talking in the green room, we work with a lot of brand partners, a lot of affiliates. The thing about affiliates is that brand partners are different than affiliates in my book. Brand partners are people who they pay you more, you spend more time giving them attention, creating content for them. But affiliates, you have to be really organized for someone to use your affiliate link consistently. And you know how it is. You get on and then you have to go to like a third party site to grab your link and like, where are all the things? They kill it. If you're looking for an affiliate partner, I am so impressed with this. Check this out. This is mind blowing. First of all, here's your dashboard. I have all of the clicks, signups, revenue for this month, and total revenue. Now, mind you, I have literally just logged into this affiliate thing after like years. And I'm like, oh, maybe I should start using this because it's amazing. Affiliate link, copy, boom. So I have all that here. It doesn't stop there. Now, I shouldn't put that up there. Sorry. Get off there. I don't want to show other people's email addresses. But under the referral tab, it'll show everybody who signed up with their email address. So I can follow up with them if I want to be like, hey, how you liking that? Maybe I have a course. Maybe I have a guide. Here's that video I created. You might like it.
Stop.
True story.
So then you could reach out and be like, hey, thank you for signing up via the link to help support you along your journey.
Here's a guidebook or video.
Guidebook, 6-part series. I like you.
Girl, yes, I know.
I told you how much I love you. Oh.
What? It's not done yet. Okay, so you can see your payouts right here. And, that's pretty straightforward. But this is where it gets super cool. This is where my mind was blown. My affiliate offers, the one that you guys have access to today, is already loaded. I don't have to go ask. I don't have to go to a different thing. They can load that. Plus, they have a little link here that says if you're doing anything special, like maybe you're running a big campaign, like I have the content marketing power up. This would have been a good one. I should have reached out to them. Next time I'm coming at you, MissingLettr, I'll be like, hey, I'm doing this thing. Can we work something out? But it's right here. There's the special. It's already loaded. Also, all the media assets already loaded. It's right there. I can even add the banner to my website. And they gave me swipe copy for the special that we're running or webinar upsell. Like right there, I could go in and grab that.
Yeah, they're doing it right.
Right. They empower me as an affiliate partner to because it's easy. I'm like, cool. Yeah, I'm definitely going to share this out. Like when you make it easy for people to be your affiliate, it's just, you're going to get more of their attention because affiliates don't make a ton of money let's be real. Affiliates don't make a ton of money on affiliations per person, so they're only going to give the attention when it makes sense. But if you make it make sense, we're going to give you more attention. And they make it so easy that I want to give them more attention, obviously. And by the way, we're not talking about MissingLettr today because of the affiliate. I literally went in a minute or two before we went live. I'm just saying, as a brand partner, I love their dashboard.
No, that is very, very, very true because I reached out. For those of you who know, I have multiple shows. I have Lights, Camera, Live. I have Showrunner, Secrets from the Set, and Digital Confetti is all about repurposing your content. So who else would I reach out to but other content creators? And so I reached out and I said, who is doing some really amazing things as far as repurposing your content? And then Kelly popped in. And she's like, what? And so shout out to Mike Alton, who's also in the comments. And he said this. He said, you could use Nimble to pull those contacts into drip campaigns and pipelines. I'm telling you, the reason why I love the show is because we have content creators and the creativity is off the chain. And then we also have marketers in the comments. So seriously, if you have questions, we're building your whole entire live streaming journey right now. We've talked about media kits, VAs, all the things, right? So here's a question that we have from our good friend, Joe Floyd. P.S. By the way, if you have questions, just put a Q in front of it so I could quickly scan it. So it says, wait, does it allow multi-link options? Say I work with one affiliate in the US and another in Canada.
I don't think it does. I think you just that would really level it up, right? You know how sometimes you can create a custom link for different campaigns. So it's just, here's my main affiliate link and then my affiliate offer link, which is right here. So no, although my guess is that they're so attentive that you could just message them and say, hey, can I get a second affiliate link? And they probably could hook you up.
That's legit. So then we have another one over here. Mike is saying he's definitely taking notes on MissingLettr's affiliate practices. Yes, successful.
I love that dashboard.
Yeah, it's success leaves clues. And as content creators, those of us that like to work with brands and affiliates, when you make it easy for us, right? Give us the assets, give us the copy. We already have the tools, at least the gold standard, right? We have the tools to consistently put it out because we're continuously growing our audience and giving up values, right?
Yeah. Dude, I will consult any brand who wants a consult on how to set up a proper affiliate program. Because seriously, we could do a whole show just for brands who want to do affiliate programs, because we've both worked both as brand partners and affiliates. And there are just certain things that drive me nuts that almost every brand does. And I'm like, why are you're making it hard?
We should do a show. We should do that.
Call me.
Are we gonna do a show? Okay. Kevin's saying, Kelly, stop. Now having to rebuild our client marketing strategy. That affiliate jam is dope.
It is, isn't it? It's so easy. And I know when I'm like, because here's the way, just as a little side here, as a content creator, and we were talking about this, Stephanie, in the green room, as a content creator, if I'm going to create a piece of content, I'm thinking about, okay, so I'm going to do a tutorial on MissingLettr. Then I'm like, oh, I need to go grab my affiliate link because I'm going to mention it in my YouTube video. So I'm going to go, I'm going to go to MissingLettr, like, because that's what's on my mind. I don't want to search the internet for wherever tool, because a lot of these companies, they use these like third-party tools for their affiliates. And there's like 3 or 4 of them I'm with. I'm like, I don't know.
I'm like, is it First Promoter?
Yeah.
Is it like, where is it Impact? Like
Impact is the one that I have most of them in, but yeah, it's like those third-party tools. Whereas this is all, I don't have to go to a Google Drive document to get it's all right there. And I have it. It's just everything I need for my YouTube video. Boom. Exactly. And I'm making you shine. I'm making the brand shine.
One platform to rule them all. Awesome. Kevin is saying that this is a pop-up masterclass. It really is. It really is. We went hard. Delster, thank you so much for hanging out with us. You're amazing. Gabriel is saying, can I market books? I think absolutely. Yeah. Dude, this would have been so sick when we had launched the Ultimate Guide to Social Media Marketing.
Yes. Because you could just load everything in, right? And then, because you could load anything. It doesn't have to pull from a blog. I'm just saying the blog is nice because it's pulling the content from the blog, so you don't have to like rewrite anything. But
this is cool because I'm thinking about live streamers that also go live on Amazon, right? And they're promoting publishers like our good friend Jim Fuse.
Yeah.
Right? So he brings on authors, and if he had MissingLettr, then this would be an extra ad. I would be clawing if I, like launching a new book. This is totally what I want to have out there.
Mind you, I have never done it because I didn't launch a book, but I'm just saying, try it out. I'm sure there's a use case for it there.
Yeah. Here is Andrew from, I am in UFO Direct, would love a consult. Andrew, I'm assuming that's for the brand consultation on how to do a
affiliate. Call me. Kelly at stellar247.com. Kelly.
That's right. And
there it is.
There's also her content power up. Yep. That's right. Cool. What other questions do you guys have? Oh, here's a good one. Nora followed instructions. She actually put a Q in front.
I love a Q.
Will it work with a video online class?
So again, I mean, pretty much any link, it'll work. But I think what you guys are doing right now is you're trying to turn MissingLettr into Agorapulse. And these sort of things I think are better in Agorapulse. Whereas MissingLettr is really for content that is already created. It is pulling all of that magic in and creating all the posts. Whereas I think, honestly, something like this is better to create a spreadsheet and then do a full, like with all of your copy and teasers and promos, and put that in and upload the spreadsheet to Agorapulse, because that's how I would do it, because that's the better tool for that, right? We want to use the best tool for the problem we're having. And in that case, I would say that is better as a Agorapulse situation.
For sure. Like I still wouldn't move away from Agorapulse because I already have my publishing cues in there. I like MissingLettr in the sense that it's a great jumping off point for me too, as far as just copy. Yes. So even if I wanted to, is there an option for you in MissingLettr where you're like, hey, I love this copy. Can I export the copy? Because it only looked like you pulled out the images.
No, I only pulled out the images. So I don't know about the copy. Wouldn't that be cool if you could do like a RSS feed of that? Let me go look at my campaign. Oh, I'm in Client X right now. Hold on. I have to go back to Client X, the one we created. Come on. There we go. So let's see here. It just says media assets, but I'm going to have that hidden with the do. Yeah.
Wait, no, I got you.
Yeah. It doesn't
Awesome.
look like I can, but that would be something that we should probably tell our friends at Missing Letter to do, because that's amazing. What an amazing idea. But yeah, like these are those sort of things where Missing Letter does things that Agorapulse doesn't do, and then Agorapulse does things that Missing Letter doesn't do. So that's why we use both. Like, which tool is the best tool? If you're going to be promoting a course or a launch or something, unless you're writing a blog or a PR piece that you can instill into Missing Letter and it's pulling from, I think Agorapulse is still the better bet for that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I would imagine that even with if you're launching a course, a masterclass, things of that sort, probably what I would do is if you have a blog post, which could be like your testimonial from your
Yeah.
happy
Oh, yeah.
student, your students are saying, I was struggling with this, and Kelly was able to turn my stumbling blocks into stepping stones. Like, that's legit. I would
Yes. Yeah. So that everyone kind of understands, like, my use case, this is my process. I will create a video, whether it's a live video or a recorded. Generally, I'm focused on YouTube. If you guys know me, I do Baby Got Bot. So every week I release a video. That video, after I'm done editing it, goes to Descript. Automatic transcription. Transcription automatically is uploaded to Google Drive, and my VA has access to it. They take that, they turn it into a blog, they post it on my blog. Because of the RSS feed, automatically that's put into Missing Letter. So now I have Missing Letter content, and that's my process. And then I go also into Agorapulse, and I kind of do my own little thing too. So I always have just
how you like that?
That needs to be a flowchart, Miss Kelly Noble.
I have actually, you guys, seriously, I have a 3-part series and a full hour masterclass on my Baby Got Content YouTube channel. And I have a full guidebook, and I have which you guys are going to get access to in the Content Marketing Power Up if you actually buy the course of the Power Up, which is all the recordings, which lays out everything I do, not just Missing Letter, but like all my repurpose content. And it's a big guide because I have a whole thing. I do all the things.
We do all the things. So Kevin is jumping into the comments because he just discovered Agorapulse too. See, I'm telling you, Kevin, you hang out with us, the marketing crew, the live streamer marketing crew, right? We got Agorapulse. It's absolutely, chef's kiss over there. Loving Literacy is asking, do you have a link to that campaign? If you're asking about Missing Letter, here it is for you.
I think they're asking about the YouTube thing. Actually, the best thing to do really is to join the Power Up, because we're teaching it in week 3. Like, I'm actually doing a master class on it in week 3, and it's free.
Cool. All right. So here's Mike. Just be sure to add Missing Letter to your crisis playbook in the event you need to pause or review posts. Smart. Yes, and you can pause campaigns in Missing Letter, but yes, great, because I know people are always up on the group. Yes. That was gold. That was good. Good. Awesome. Kelly, you have been absolutely amazing. You threw it down. Thank you so much. Again, if you guys are all interested in checking out the Content Power Marketing group that they have going up until the end of the month, and it sounds like once the month ends, you guys are just gonna pull it out. Yeah, right? It's all going away at the end of the month, but you can watch all the replays right now. You can watch all the future shows in the month of April, but then you can also buy the course. We're basically taking all the recordings plus a ton of bonus materials and doing a course. And right now, and today is the last day to get it for $27. It goes to $47, I think, next week. What? Only $27 for all the recordings? Right now, right today. But then the final price, by the end of the month will be $199. And then depending on how many bonuses and resources we add, it'll go up from there. You're insane. I love it. All right, Kelly, you've got some love from Mike Alton, who's saying Kelly is the bomb. But not only that, though, here is a wonderful question from Kevin D. Lyons. He's asking you, Kelly, are you outsourcing all of your repurposing process, or do you yourself? Okay, so
Both. I say both. So up until this month, I did everything myself because I am a control freak. And I was like, all the things. And also, I struggle to say that to people because I've been doing digital marketing for 14 years and I am exceptionally quick at this stuff. I can get done in 10 minutes what takes people an hour. And I'm not bragging. That's legit my life. But it was something I was definitely at the point where I'm like, okay, we need to start getting stuff off Kelly's plate. So with encouragement from my girl, Stephanie, actually, and my friend Ruheen, I actually have hired 2 VAs that are now helping with the process that we just spoke of. So I still handle Descript myself because I find it's just very easy for me, but everything else from the blog, getting a team has already, I was able to create like a 30-page guidebook the other day with the help of my VA. And it only took me about 30 minutes, which would have taken me like 6 hours, but they did all the heavy lifting. So it was really nice.
Probably you only 6 hours, but for some people, they're like, I'm going to start, stop.
Yeah, it took him 3 days. It would take me 6 hours and it only took me 30 minutes to clean it up and like make it. Because again, I'm a control freak. So I want everything just like.
For sure. Yeah. And you know what's so cool is that we did have Nathan Hirsch from the Outsource School to talk about how to grow your channel using a VA. So if you want to go back maybe like 3 episodes ago.
I'm going to check it out too.
Yeah. No, he talks about everything about how to split up your VAs as followers, doers, and experts.
Love it.
Because those 3 categories have different price points.
Yes.
Like the followers, like one of my VAs who just schedules the content, who is now going to dip into MissingLettr because I'm definitely getting it, $4 an hour. And then my copywriter, it's $45 an hour because she's an executive assistant and she actually handles my inbox too. Yeah. There's different levels that I do. And then when I need to have an expert, like someone had reached out to me and said, Stephanie, let me help you with your YouTube. But I was like, book a call. Let's talk, because if I'm out here producing shows and all the things, right? It's nice to have a dedicated person who's going to take care of that. So that way I get the small stuff off the table.
Yes.
So I could wrap my arms around the bigger opportunities.
You could be the creative that you are and focus on that fun. That's fun, right? I love creating. I love doing this kind of stuff, but it's the other stuff we need to let go of.
For sure. Kevin is saying that VAs, EAs are the starting point of a scalable process. Success, for sure. Yeah. And so one last question from Loving Literacy, who is joining at the very, very end. She's like, do I have to sign up
back
for
and watch everything?
Yeah. You're just going to have to watch the replay because we hit you with like a lot. They're 2 separate things, MissingLettr and Agorapulse. Both have their own strengths.
Yes.
Right. You can't approach every problem with only a hammer. Right. So some things need to be like tweaked and all the things. Some things you just want to super glue it and get it done.
Right.
And you're all good to go. Great. Kelly, I'm going to give you the floor. Tell them what else they got to know because I've got your time already. So tell them what they got to know.
Know all the things. I guess, as a wrap up, like Stephanie was saying, it's about your toolbox and using the right tool for the right problem. And so that's why I use a mix between Descript, MissingLettr, and Agorapulse. I always know what tool is going to work best for me. And I take my 14 years of experience. I've tried literally everything under the sun. I used to have an AppSumo addiction. Literally, I will tell you guys, I spent $40,000 in 1 year on tools. And my bookkeeper was like, stop. So I'm not allowed to go over there anymore. But I've tried all the tools. I've done all the things. These are the 3 that are like my powerhouse tools. So definitely check them out. Also check out the Content Marketing Power Up. It's a full month of training sessions, expert advice, resources. It's already started, but you can watch the replays from this week and we're going for the rest of the month. It's free. thecontentmarketingpowerup.com. If you want to reach out to me, I am everywhere at Stellar247 and I would love to connect. That's it.
I know. I was like, wait. All the questions always like come in at the end. And I'm like,
it's so true. It's so true.
Yeah. I will definitely jump into Agorapulse to follow up on the questions because that's another reason why you want to have
it. Inbox 0 is life.
So if I didn't catch your questions during live on the stream, that's where I go into Agorapulse and then I just inbox 0, see where all the comments are. Did I respond to it or not? And then push it out. Girl, Thank you so much. I know that you're in the middle of a challenge and all the
Yes.
things. And so it's so blessed to have you here. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for sharing your knowledge
Thank
and
you
this
for having
amazing
me.
deal, like with the crew. I'm excited
Yes.
to get in there. I'm excited to have my team jump in there and get after it. So thank you. Thank you so much. You guys enjoy the rest of your weekend because I am going to be geeking out for the rest of the day.
Right?
All right.
Bye,
So bye,
everyone.
everyone.